Humans being locked up in quarantine has shown some odd occurrences in our planet's ecosystem. Let's explore that.
Tonight, as the toll rises to staggering levels, reports the U.S. has surpassed China with over 80,000 since the start of the outbreak.
We start again with an image of a barren Times Square in New York. Good evening once again.
Get a chance to get outside and take a walk. Of course, keeping that social distance, doesn't it seem like the air is suddenly fresher?
I got the notion you've been down on your luck. Lost to drive and to ride, you was saddling up. And I remember when mom used to pet me at lunch. The preparation made me ask, am I having enough? Cause when you ask, now you have not. Scooters on the back block, feeling scrape my knee. I left my ego on the blacktop. And honestly, it never damaged my pride. Cause see, my faith had been the fuel to truly keep me alive. Through the dark days, hard times, dealing with some issues I was scared to admit. I pretend they wasn't there and said they failed to exist until it all hit the fan.
What's up, Shark fam? Real quick before we start the video, big thanks to Young King for the intro music. He's really talented. His Instagram and his YouTube are in the bio. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and comment what you think I should do next. Now, it's going to sound really weird, but there is a silver lining that comes along with the novel coronavirus. As this is going on, Earth's rivers and skies have shown benefits. With humans being locked up, pollution and carbon emissions have actually decreased. This can be seen in the Chinese skies. Usually the skies of China are riddled with smog and carbon pollution. Since early March, when their quarantine started, the skies have completely changed and are now mostly smog-free. China is not the only country that has experienced an environmental benefit to the quarantine. The Venice canals in Italy are notorious for being cloudy and polluted, are now crystal clear. This water clarity has invoked the swans to return and the dolphins to be seen in the harbor. Now, it should be noted that this water clarity is not indicative of water quality, which imposes biological, chemical, and physical characteristics. The canals were cloudy due to boat traffic and pollution. The clarity is due to the absence of sediment suspension. Without sediment in the water column, the water stays clear. NASA's satellite imaging has shown a decrease of 30% in the nitrogen dioxide concentrations above Wuhan, China. NASA has stated that this decrease is in part due to the slow of the country's economy in light of the outbreak. NASA has come forward and stated that each year they see a decrease in the amount of air pollution around China's Lunar New Year. However, this year they have seen no rebound. This rebound of air pollution usually happens around a month later. No such thing has happened this year. Matter of fact, there has been less pollution since the outbreak. Not only has NASA documented nitrogen dioxide decreases, but also ozone decreases. Scientists have noted a pollution drop around the Beijing Olympics and during the 2007-2009 recession, but the severity of the pollution drop has never been recorded of what we're recording right now. With highly populated countries and cities around the world going into quarantine, levels of CO2 are expected to drop as well. Looking at New York, researchers noted rush hour traffic has been reduced by 43% since the state has been trying to control the virus. These researchers have shown that the levels of carbon monoxide have also dropped by 50% compared to last year. Italy has also seen an impressive decline in air pollution. The Po Valley region has some of the highest air pollution compared to other regions in Europe. The Copernicus Atmosphere Monitoring Service, or CAMS for short, noted a fine particulate matter decrease of 20 to 30%. Fine particulate matter is matter of 2.5 micrometers and is usually comprised of carbonaceous particles like industrial dust and exhaust. This matter is the most detrimental to human health and causes different respiratory and cardiovascular illnesses. Scientists are saying that the virus could save more people in reducing air pollution in China than the virus actually takes itself. So far in China, the coronavirus has claimed the lives of over 3,000 people. However, the reduction in air pollution saved between 50,000 and 75,000 people. Death in China from contaminated air kills around 4,400 people every day, which Berkeley estimated to 1.6 million people dying every year due to health complications from contaminated air. During the 2008 Olympic Games in Beijing, the country shut factories down and limited car travel before and during the games to help clean the air for the athletes. Professor of Global and Environmental Health of Duke University, Jim Zhang, stated that at this time, air pollution had dropped by half. Zhang studied young males and pregnant females and found that their cardiovascular and respiratory health had improved at this time. Scientists have said that when it comes to air pollution, they look for more gradual decreases as these spikes are tied to industrial activity, electricity production, and transportation. As these aspects have decreased since the outbreak, it could have been proposed that this decrease in air pollution were to show. Scientists aren't surprised that this is occurring. They're surprised that it is occurring so quickly and so drastically. These effects that we are seeing is a glimpse into the future of what could actually happen if humans unite to actually change the earth for the better. If we get together and change our actions, there's hope in altering the negative effects that we have endowed onto the earth. One of the largest things we can do to help save our earth is controlling our environmental pollution. With what we have been already showed is how quickly we can see results if we change our ways. Scientists are concerned in the amount of air pollution that will sharply increase after countries cease their quarantines. UC Berkeley energy professor Daniel Kamen stated that after both 9/11 and the Beijing Olympics, air pollution decreased. However, they sharply climbed after people began to make up for the lack of production. The different things we are doing in the light of this quarantine is how we can begin to decarbonize the world's economy. One of these proposed by Dr. Kamen is shifting a lot of our IT activities like conferences to use Zoom or Slack. Other actions could be taken like reducing the amount of fossil fuels burnt, switching to renewable energy, or imposing more legislation on carbon emissions. This is a sign from the earth showing what could happen if we change our ways. But will we listen?
Y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. Y'all don't really know, y'all don't really know. I got so many bars, call it kamikaze.